Hey guys, welcome back. These are some of the tips and tricks or things I wish I knew before in this game. So I'm just gonna go through them all. These are the things that I found the most useful during my playthrough. I spent like almost 35 to 37 hours in this game and to platinum it. And these are some of the advices that I want to give you guys. So yeah, here we go. Starting with the first thing, which is the auto lock. Yes, there is an auto lock or locking system in this game, but to be honest, it's quite annoying. And basically, you're just focusing on one single enemy. Of course, that's what an auto lock does. But if you are doing that, there is a lot of huge chance that you will miss a lot of the attacks. So to be honest, I don't recommend that. Just always, it's good for some enemies who are not moving and attacking, but if you have multiple enemies at the same time, to be honest, it's much better if you just remove the auto lock and just hit run. As you can see, I was focusing and I was not able to damage anyone, and now I'm not focusing and I'm just hitting, moving around, hitting whoever's in front of me. I'm just hitting them without that auto lock. It is much easier because you will be just hitting anyone. Other way, you will be targeting or trying to hit that specific monster. So don't use auto lock most of the time. Try it. The second thing is, I know you are playing this game and you want to level up, in this, but let's say, you don't want to do that. You had enough. You just want to get your things done and finish this mission. There are hundreds of missions in this game. So what you can do is, whenever you're moving around, just stick to the edges of the map. Once you do that, you will not encounter. But if you get into the center of it, immediately the encounters will start. So take that to your advantage. Most of the time, the enemies, they spawn at the center of the, you see this is a center area. There should have been a monster. So you can see at the centers of these areas. Here, you will find one for sure. If I'm going to go back again, I'm going to find it, as you see. So that's how it is. So if you don't want to encounter these, you had enough and you have all of the material, just stick to the corners. But if you don't mind, and if you want to do your thing or level up, yep, be my guest and just walk at the center of these maps, and you'll be encountering monsters after monsters after monsters. It's annoying, by the way. Sometimes there are some areas with monsters which are really annoying, and you want to avoid fighting them because, to be honest, there's no benefit. They're just annoying. Right? So yeah, this is how you can do it. The next thing that I want to talk about is you being ready for all of the occasions. The game gives you almost 5 setups which you can configure to your liking. So you don't need to remove and replace, blah blah blah. No, you can create 5 different setups. Maybe you will create one for fighting. Maybe you will create one for using for a specific mission. Maybe you will create one, for example, leveling up your materia. Such and such. Maybe you'll create one for the magic. You will create one for the physical defense. Whatever it is, So just, yeah, you're ready for all of the occasions depending on where you want to go. You'll just go there, do your thing, and come out and just swap to a different setup. So take that advantage of these, multiple setups. The other thing is that there are so many missions in this game. So my advice is, as soon as you get missions, try to complete them, because you will reach to a point that you are gonna hate yourself. You're gonna hate the game itself, because there are so many, so repetitive, there's a lot. And at the same time, you'll get a lot of material as well as rewards in the chests themselves, So there's a lot of opportunities. You can see so many items, so many really, really good items are out there. You don't need to go into a mission and grab everything, but if you do, you might get some really good material. And to be honest, some of the best accessories or the materials can be found in these missions. But if you reach the point where you don't need them, or you have the best material or item, just do your thing. As you can see, I'm in a place hey, I'm tired of fighting. I just want to get these chests, and I'm gonna move around, just get them and get out. So this is why I'm not encountering anything at this moment. I'm just, these are the centers. You can see the centers. These are where you can encounter the monsters. So I'm not trying to go into the center. If I go here in the center, there's going to be a monster. So I'm just sticking to the corners, like I said at the earlier of these tips and tricks. And I'm just going to get my items, and I'm going to leave this place. And even sometimes, by the way, if you don't need these items, you can just sell them off in the shop. But yeah, if you don't want to do that, if you are at an early stage, then don't avoid any battles. And always group the monsters together. As you can see, always group them. Just don't go on single-handedly. Just make sure that you move around until they are in a group, and just one hit or like slash if you're using your sword, you're not using any abilities, group and kill them. And don't avoid any battles early on, because you want to level up, because you will reach places where you are under leveled and they're gonna beat the hell out of you. So yeah, do that. Always group up. Group up is much better if you have like 5-10 monsters at the same time. The other thing is when you are fusing or materia, as you can see, you have like a lot of materia in this game. I mean, you can find them as drops, you can find them in the missions, you can find them from the story, blah blah blah. And we can fuse to create much better items. As you can see here, I have like amazing materia with vitality plus 100, HP plus 999. You can have the same materia with like different stats. So yeah, so how do we do that? We need to like fuse it. So when we are fusing it, be careful what you fuse, because the fusion costs items, costs SP. And you can see also there's a mastery level. So I already made videos on how you can increase the mastery level of these items, and how do you earn the SP to fuse. So the thing is, once we are fusing, look at two things: the mastery level and the item itself. Like, what are we gonna get? For example, like I was using this HP plus, which already has 30% HP, but you can see I'm going to show you a single item with two different mastery levels. As you can see, like not this one actually, because this is a plus, but there are different stats. I'm just going to go with this one, for example, the Octa Slash. As you can see, just a single stat, a single mastery level, there's a huge difference. As you can see, SP wise, there's not much of a difference. So if I'm gonna just go with a normal, like 1 star, so every time I'm for example, fusing it, I'm paying 1,600. But if there's like a mastery level item, it's gonna cost slightly more, but the benefits are much higher. So always, it's a preference. Always, when you're fusing, choose master level material. So you can just go and get the master level of these materials, then come and fuse it. Don't waste your SP, because yes, it's easy to get them, but it's a grind. So why do you want to do that? As you can see here, one level is 30 and master level is 160. And look at the difference of the SP. Is not that much of a big difference. So yeah, I mean, be very careful when it comes to crafting. And the other thing is, the second item that you choose, it will affect the final fused material. So be careful. Sometimes when you're crafting, for example, like Explorer Blade, different material will give different. Like Explorer Blade with HP, Explorer Blade with attack. So be careful, like what are you choosing. You can see like two Explorer Blades with different complete stats. So be careful, like what do you choose, what do you want. I was creating a costly punch which had vitality, then I created a costly punch with attack, then I created a costly punch with SPR. So it depends on what you want. So be careful. Whenever you're crafting, use master level items with master level fusion material. And you can add, by the way, other potions and other stuff, which is in a way you don't need it, to be honest, but you can do that as well. When you're choosing the item, choose a potion or whatever, and you will be able to create more. But material itself, always master level, and it's gonna save you a lot of time. All right, moving on. The other thing is, take advantage of the save system. You have 30 slots in this game. Every chapter I cleared, I used to save. Just taking advantage of that, making sure that I have done everything. If I missed, I'm just going to repeat that chapter. The chapters are small, to be honest. They're not that big, and you can skip the storylines and you can finish the whole game within hours. It took me maybe less than 10 hours to finish it. So do that. Take advantage of that. Make sure that you don't miss anything. And if you missed, repeat that chapter, then move on. Otherwise, there are some skippable items, skippable missions, which you should be careful of. And the second thing is, every chapter that you start, always look for these exclamations mark and speak with goddamn everyone in this map. So every new map that you get into, speak with everyone, especially with these exclamation marks, because sometimes they give you really good material. There are trophies to unlock, there are sometimes material to unlock, you know, so speak with them. And sometimes they even unlock missions for you which are missable if you go beyond chapter 7 in this game. To be honest, you will miss all of them. Finally, the final thing that I want to talk about is, you know, using the shops. Of course, there are like so many material, like we have these main material here, potions, ether, and so on. So we have X potions later on, blah, blah, blah. Phoenix Down, we sadly cannot buy, but almost everything else we can buy from the store. Potions in this game, it really is not like any other like Final Fantasy game where potion is gonna like do a certain or like revive or like give you a certain percentage of health, and X potion is high or high potion is higher and such, right? Here, to be honest, you don't need any high potions or any X potions. Yes, they will fill your health bar in one go, but to be honest, potions themselves are much you know useful, and they are cheaper as well. You know, yes, and there you can use them fast. There's no like wait time or anything like that. Just you know, dodge and use them. So take advantage of that, you know, and always use them. Phoenix Down, you will not get them, so be careful, you know, when you're using them. These ones I got them from the Divine Slayer. You watch that video and you will know how to get the 99. That's one of the final bosses of the game. And by the way, if you don't like a fight, always escape. You know, run from the battle, escape if you're not into it. So yeah, and yeah, that's it. You know, like if you are like have everything with you and everything is set up to your liking, and you just want to enjoy the game, you know, now just have fun, battle everyone, use the potions, use your material, kill enemies if it's not going to make a difference to you, because sometimes they give you a lot of SP as well, and at the same time items which you can sell while you're just completing the missions. But my main thing is, you know, complete missions as they pop up, because it's going to be really a grind and you will hate this game at a later stage. But guys, these are the things that I wanted to tell you guys about. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing our videos, thanks for staying with us, and stay awesome.